Hello friends and fellow Sonic enthusiasts, I'm just another Sonic Tuber and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're playing part 3 of the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Last time we left off we entered the library car after figuring out what had happened in the saloon car. So, just a quick kind of funny thing I just wanted to mention. I forgot to save in the last video and I'm sure you guys probably noticed. But thankfully I've gotten back to where we are, so no need to worry. Alright, without further ado, let's continue from the library car. So here we are, we're going to investigate everything. Looks like we have a few different things we can investigate. So let's first do the Chow poster, why not? A Chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. This little Chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this Chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster. Right? We have a stand here. Ooh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Ooh! Just look at this! There's a couple of maps in here. This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Oh no. There are books on the floor. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot were knocked out by the train speeding up, but Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing, they're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Alright, let's oh, there's the arm. Oh, poor thing, that arm is really struggling to clean up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. We got a table. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Jas, no, don't fall asleep! There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Trash can again. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something there. Just, are you sad there was nothing hidden in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay, these trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Jess, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Alright, we got a globe here. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to come visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and make one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Anything else we need to investigate? Ooh, a bookshelf. Okay. This book in particular. Let's do the bookshelf first. Oh, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or, in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Mirage Express Manual is added to your inventory. And this book here, I think, is the last thing. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. This reeks of the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Ugh, who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird that this is even in here. Maybe people are just appreciating an omelet. You may not be wrong. Well, anything else? This guy, Chaos Cola. Check out our book club. Heck yeah. Book of the month, Gone Gal. Kinda like the Chaos Cola, but that one's probably the best one. Anything else we need to check before we interrogate? I feel like we've checked everything, though. I feel like there's nothing really else to interrogate? Do we need to recheck something? Or do we need to talk to one of them? I feel like we've checked everything, and the bookshelf you can't be... The things we got the clues from can't be, looked at either, so... Maybe we have to talk to Espio? Fancy a poem? Ooh, how about a poem about trains? Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. Thanks. I actually really liked that one. Huh? Do we start the interrogation? Suppose we do. I don't think we have enough evidence yet. Why don't we look around a little more first? Okay, fine. Be that way. What are we missing? Hello? I don't think I talked to that door. Should I supposedly walk through the library car before going into the saloon car? When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Okay. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. We did need to check the door. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. Alright, Espio, you're our choice. Fancy a poem? Start the interrogation. The two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Jas and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio was really reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to go visit Knuckles? We've prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then, that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Espio doesn't know you're that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Jess, could you help me out? Alright. Alright, Jast, what book do we think Espio may have been reading? Maybe that one? A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Oh, uh-oh. It's game time, boy! Hopefully this isn't too difficult. We need 40 rings this time. Oh god! Oh, that's terrifying! Oh, okay, this is difficult. Come on, we're at the end here. Oh my god, we actually made it! Dang, okay. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked up the manual and put it back in the incorrect place. Oh. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. Hey now, I won't have you insult my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio. A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage's Best Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Just, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Oh god. We're going for page 97, boys. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like Espio aced that question. Just hit him with another one. Which page? Page 231. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you are over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Jas. Let's see if Espio can go 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? Page 16. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease the general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to ensure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yes. Totally. It was wild you're able to retain this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both have the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit, though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he has answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading, after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can... Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Jast? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Jast, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw Espio reading, but what? Shadow, maybe? Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell. What is this to do with anything? We're up, Jast. Let's get an argument together. Uh-oh. Because Shadow came through the car and then locked the doors. Oh god, these things are horrifying. god. I'm really bad at this. I'm gonna use 50 rings. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, we're gonna have to try this one more time. Consider my time wasted. Let's give this another go, Just. Alright, hopefully I don't feel as miserably on this one, because I would like to not fail miserably on this. And not have to speed it up again for you guys, but I'll speed it up if that does become the case. And this time I'll actually leave the timestamps in the description box, instead of just on the screen. Oh, we have enough though. We do have enough, so maybe not. But if worse comes to worse, we can do that next time. But we got this, we got this. Playing this in the early morning, so I'm surprised I'm awake enough to do this. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. Wasn't the high score for long. Crocs are natural gamers. Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book and I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see. I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Just. One that I would love for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book that I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? Oh, we're joining Tails. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning and... Jess, my favorite and beloved employee, please, protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow me to get sued. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails! We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Alrighty, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? Is it perhaps the library map? Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order. Uh-oh. I hope I picked the right one! Oh, 55 rings! Gosh darn it, it's gonna be so complicated. When do the red things start? Right now. Okay. They're targeting me! Oh wow, we did good on that one actually. Holy heck. I'm good at this, apparently at like 10 o'clock in the morning. The library map? Oh, I see! See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could SBO have been for Shadow not to see him? Okay, so there's a straight path here. He would have had to be hiding. That's actually a good fucking question. Hang on. Bookshelf, 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 table. I think it would have been here? That's a bookcase. I think Shadow would notice this. He's climbing on one of those to walk through the book. Okay, so it's not that. Just as he's walking through the library car, where would SBO have been seated? Oh, he was sitting somewhere. Oh, right here. Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, SBO was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and SBO couldn't have seen one another from the spot, because a bookcase was in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen SBO, or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, SBO. There's just no way you would have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all of our questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis validated! Yay! Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work here isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. And that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and SBO. Give 'em heck, and if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick, tick, tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're doing really good with this. Come on, Jast, let's see what's next. Coming. You sure you don't want to stay and look at all the great books a little longer? The mystery calls! Okay, the investigation continues! Alright, to the next car we go. This fancy casino card. I like the Chow, bouncer. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Rouge, there you are! We have a lot to say to you. We've visited every train car so far, and everyone said they've seen you wandering about. It's high time you told us why. My. Talk about a warm welcome. Quick to the point, aren't you, darling? And I see you've brought the microwave master with you. Please don't let that be my legacy. Tails is right. Folks have brought you up a lot. Care to explain? Tell him, Rouge. We're gonna need the help. Blaze? Oh, alright. I have been hunting for a treasure rumored to be stored here on the train. Treasure? You certainly didn't tell me about treasure in the interview. Since I'm part business tycoon, part purveyor of fine collectibles, I knew I had to find it. Tell him what it is, Rouge. Oh, alright, well, it's a Fabergé Chow egg. Wow, that does sound extravagant. Please don't tell me you accepted Amy's birthday invite only to find that egg. A woman can have multiple goals. I gave Amy her birthday present already, so everything's well taken care of. She roped me in on the hunt immediately. I stayed here while she searched the train cars for clues. I deduced that the Fabergé Chow egg is here in this train car, locked in a safe. Wait, so the treasure is real? It's actually here? And what did you manage to find, Rouge? Oh, well, why don't you both take a look? I found the train's blueprints in the library car with the safe code written right on it. The score of a lifetime. The train's blueprints? Please, Rouge, let us see that. Finders keepers, sweetheart. Ooh, I love that sprite. If there's a problem, we need your assistance. What kind of problem? The elevators behind the security guard lead us right to the room holding the Fabergé Chow egg. But we're not getting anywhere without the guard's access card. Ah, so he's a guard, not a bouncer. That's sad. We need a plan to get that card to use the elevator, and our chance of success grows with everyone's help. So you want us to help steal the Fabergé Chow egg? Blaze, you don't have a problem with this? I see no issues here. Sounds like a fine business venture. Her lore card must be influencing her decisions here. Either that or breaking the rules must be refreshing for a princess. Jas, do you have an opinion on this? It's time for which one do we pick? I personally think we'd get fired if we did this, but it's time for a 5-finger discount! Well, I suppose if both Blaze and Jas are in. Okay, let's get that Fabergé Chow egg! That's the ticket. Happy to have you both on the team. Now, we must plan. Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh boy, what have we gotten ourselves into? Access to the Fabergé Chow egg room is behind a locked elevator door. The security guard has the access card. Do we? Distract the guard? Distract them, perfect. We're all charming enough for that to work. That was actually a really nice thing to say. Jas, is everything okay? I've never seen you smile like that. It seems they don't know how to take a compliment. If I'm gonna be in a casino, my poker face needs work. Okay, who's distracting the security guard? Rouge, you're the prettiest, but I'm gonna go with Blaze. I think you could distract the guard, Blaze? In my life, I've never let a single person down. I won't falter. Great. Her voice is so stoic, I have chills. Well, I trust her. Moving on. What's the distraction? Pretend the claw machine is stuck, push a bunch of poker chips to the floor, ask the chip partner. I think this one would be the most effective. Who puts a claw machine in a casino? This'll work great as a distraction. Let's continue the plan. With the guard distracted, Rouge, how will you get the access card? Take their pocket, grab them, fly up to the raft. Take their pocket. I'll snatch their access key, no problem. That Chow in uniform won't notice a thing. Excellent, we can count on you, Rouge. Try not to take anything else from them if you can help it. No promises. With the card obtained, we need to get Blaze out of there. Jas, what's your plan? Drink without a coaster, push the security guard over, pretend you're Blaze's spouse. Oh my god, no, I'm not married to Blaze. Pretend there's a drink without a coaster. Absolutely vile. I can think of nothing worse. Despicable. I would never allow such a thing in my kingdom. The guard will go running immediately, I'm sure of it. Great, and with the guard distracted, we'll all head over to the elevator. And just like that, we'll all make it into the elevator. Inside, we... Victory sing victory a cappella, pop some apple cider, celebratory dance. Celebratory dance, baby! Now that's a proper victory! Oh no, one less security measure we didn't account for. What do we do about the mechanical arms attacking from the ceiling? Have Tails disable them, or tie them in one big knot? That would be funny. My shoes don't have laces. Does anyone know how to tie a knot? Yes. Well, no. I can, but I gotta sing a little song while I do it. I'm gonna step here and veto this. Let's think of something else. Guess someone didn't want to hear my song. What do you do about the mechanical arms? I guess we'll just have Tails disable them then. I should be able to disengage them. I'll just need some time. Well, that leads us nicely to our next question. Oh, no. Tails is taking a while and the arms are tightening their grip. Pretend there's nothing wrong, cry and hope they sympathize, imagine you're not in pain. Tails managed to do it. Darlings, I'm happy to say this plan is perfect. If everyone is ready, it's time to execute. I'm ready, let's begin. Alright, let's see what's up that elevator. Oh my god, okay, here we go. Whoa, we made it. I knew that plan would go off without a hitch. We couldn't have made it this far without you both. You have my gratitude. Our planning beforehand was very thorough, I must admit, and it was executed to perfection.
Enough chatter. Now we claim our real prize. I have the safe code right here on these blueprints. Let's claim our Fabergé chow egg. Oh, okay, so now we have the whole place. Well, let's just finish off this part of the level real quick. I think this will be a fun one. No question, this has got to be the safe with our treasure. Enter the code in the code on the blueprints and find out Rouge. On it, sweetheart. Let's see, 230401. Oh wow! It's here! I have it!
Alright, before anyone sees us, let's get out of here.
Hold on, kiddo. You can't be so hasty. You truly think that's all there is to this egg? No further secrets whatsoever? Rouge, spit it out. What are you hiding? Only 3 of these eggs were ever made, each hiding their own individual secret. No one knows the secret because anyone who's opened one of these eggs has never lived to tell the tale.
You can open the egg?
You sure can, and all of you will bear witness to its secret. Rouge, I don't know if you should. All you need to do is twist it. Tick, 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 tick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, uh-oh's right.
Rouge, no one ever lived to tell the egg secret? Because each egg is a bomb?
I think you're onto something, kid. It sure sounds like a bomb. We need to dispose of that egg now. Dispose of it? After all our hard work? Rouge. Oh, fine, but what do we do? Where do I put this thing? That's an excellent question. What do we do with a bomb? Oh, there's so many options. Twist the egg again, throw it locked in, saving lock, twist the egg in the elevator, open the wire, eat the egg, take one for the team, smash the egg against the wall. Oh my god, okay. We're gonna twist the egg again, maybe? Great idea! Stop, that's clearly not working, let's think of something else. Uh-oh. Try to stop it. We can't do that because we don't have chaos control.
What do you mean by this?
You know, red wire, blue wire, you gotta cut one like in the movies.
This isn't a movie, Jazz. This is real life.
Heck, he's got a good point. Let it finish ticking. See what I don't want to do that. Flip the egg upside down. Jazz, what's flipping it going to do? I don't know. Try it. Nothing. Happy? Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Throw it in the safe and lock it.
Quick, put the egg back, Rouge.
Okay, fine, it's going back in. Tails, the safe won't lock. The door's staying open. Close the door and twist the dial. I obviously am. There must be some weird way to relock the door. There's no other buttons or dials. How are you supposed to? We don't have time to mess with this. Think of something else. Uh-oh. Let it finish ticking and see what happens.
Are you insane? Do you want us to just blow up?
We need to dispose the bomb, Jas. That is our goal. Listen, I get that, but what if the egg isn't a bomb?
Wait, that's right. Jas, I think you're onto something.
Huh? What's right? Spit it out, kiddo. We don't have any time. Sorry, it's just SBO did say something when we quizzed him about the train's manual. What if an extremely accurate technology was installed in keeping this train spotless? Robotic arms. They are responsible for the tasks. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety.
Those robotic arms that attacked us in the elevator seem to have a lot of functions here on the train. If a bomb was brought onto the train disguised as this Fabergé chow egg, the arms would have detected it and wouldn't have allowed it on.
The only other person who knows the coming and going of this train is the conductor, and surely he wouldn't allow such a thing either. So if we're out of options, I think we should wait and see what happens. Okay, we wait. Okay. Uh-oh. The ticking. Plug! It opened! It's hollow, not a bomb at all! You both really were onto something. my, my. Well, that's one way to get the heart racing. I'm completely relieved. My hunch was right, thankfully. And look what's inside. Oh, that's so cute. Wow, look at that sparkle. And it's so heavy, too. The final secret of the Fabergé Chow egg is a chow covered in gems. It's perfect. It's exquisite. It's revolutionary. Is she drooling over a sparkly ornament? Though I must admit it is stunning. You said no one lived to tell the Fabergé Chow egg's secret. Though I wonder why if the egg wasn't a bomb. Because they weren't as tough as us, I don't know. Who cares? What a precious treasure. A beauty to behold. Maybe they naturally died of old age and just kept the secret with them. As much fun as this has been, we should get out of here before we're spotted. Good call. Let's go. We stole the Chow egg, oh no. No one seems to suspect anything, and the security guard is back at their post. Hope they subdued the drink coaster fiend okay. Thank you for you both for your assistance. That hunt was exactly the thrill I was seeking.
Stealing was strangely fun, but I'd prefer never to do it again. Now Rouge.
Rouge? She's completely absorbed in that bedazzled chow.
What is it, darling?
About those blueprints. Now that you're done with them, maybe we could take a look? Well, I appreciate your assistance, as I said, finders keepers. I'll need them a little longer in case I missed any other treasures, but I promise to let you take a peek later. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but I'm sure you get it, sweetheart. You can't just add sweetheart to the end of a sentence to make things better. But I don't think there's any reasoning with her. She's more powerful than me. Well, we'll get out of your way for now, then. We have a murder mystery to attend to. But before you go, Shadow gave me and Rouge one of these he passed through earlier. Let me unlock the door so you can continue forward. You know, we had a lot of people mentioning Rouge. We've also had just as much suspicion about Shadow. He's unpredictable, that one. Good luck to you. The door's unlocked. Both of you stay safe. Thanks again.
Will do. Come on, Jas, let's head out.
Gotcha. The mystery continues. Alright, well, we ended up doing, 2 cars in one video, but that is a-okay, so now we'll call it a day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!